Hello everyone, today I'm going to be unboxing Catan 3D and there will also be a review with cons and pros later in the week or around the same sort of time. So let's crack this one open and have a look at all the glorious components. So straight away let's jump into the box, and this will actually show off one of the big things that I was a little bit worried when I first opened the box, as well as sort of putting that problem to rest. So you open this up and you'll find out, firstly if I just drop the rulebook out, that this is a really flimsy box. And I was instantly worried, and then my mind was instantly put at rest, because actually this is a sort of a double layered box here. So you've actually got a really thick, sort of strong lid for this box, and it's got, you know, the nice Catan logo, and it's got a few of these bits inside. I think you can just see with the lighting it is a bit shiny, and then obviously that fits over the top, and that's going to give this lovely set a lot more protection. So straight away a potential problem was sort of, my mind was put at rest. Looking at all the pieces, so you've got the exact same player token sheet things that are going to remind you of building costs, and the same largest army and longest road. These are exactly the same as just any standard version of Catan. The rulebook is in two chunks, so you've got like the very quick how to play and initial setup. In that I think is better than the normal Catan rulebook, because normally this is kind of an all-in-one. This is your go, and this is your your extra bonus rules and shenanigans if you want to read them up. Then we have all of the components. So opening this bit up, this is, you know, this is a nice sort of plastic overlay that sits over the top that just holds everything in place. And now you'll see I've actually still got like these bits and the cardboard on here. This is literally just to show you how this comes. So I'm literally unboxing this as we go. Obviously I've maybe opened the lid once or twice. So now let's jump and have a look at the bit you're probably most interested in when it comes to these, and these are the pieces. So we've got the glorious mountains, and interestingly I thought these were going to be quite sort of heavy, chunky pieces, but they are really light to hold. We've got the clay one, again, bit of cardboard in there separating them. You don't need that. And on the backs of these, which I thought was quite cool, it's just got like the Catan logo. Obviously you're not going to see the back of these very much. Now one thing I would point out is that it appears, at least to me, that all of like the clays look identical. There's no, and all of these, there's no sort of difference between one clay tile and another, and there's no difference between one mountain and another mountain. They all look the same. Moving on, we've then got like the forest. It's kind of a little bit of a boring forest. You know, there's no like path through it. There's maybe like a little gathering bit in the middle. And again, I'm just checking. Again, they all look identical. Not too bad, but I mean, they look glorious. You know, I'm trying to find faults here really while I'm unboxing this. Nice cornfield. Now I do like on some of the Catan tiles you can get, they have like, they really look different. Again, they don't, but if you're rotating them a little bit, that's absolutely fine. I think, you know, they still look really nice with like part of the tile, the field sort of has been not dug up, but farmed. The sheep look absolutely amazing. Technically they seem to be about at half the size of a tree, which is quite interesting, but they do look glorious, there's no denying that. And then the final tile, which is often forgotten about I think when it comes to this, is the desert in the middle. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's got sort of a flat-ish area, which is going to be important in a minute when I start to show you components and other components and stuff. For around the edge, let's go to there first. We have got the water. Now the water I think looks really cool. Yeah, you could have maybe had some interesting sort of transparent plastic effects, but they've got like the nice like the crashing waves sort of bumped slightly with lighter blue colours. So I think they've done a good job there. They've done a good job of sort of putting some greenery along the edge. Turning it over, there aren't like the standard on the edges, like the 1-to-1, 2-to-2, and that is because you actually have all of the ships still to put on. So these are extra bits. So you've got, you know, the one for each of the the resources, which are the 2-to-1s, and then the standard boxes, which are the 3-to-1s. So they all come separated off of the water, which means that they all basically just nicely slot together. So it's sort of very much a slot together, and that's in there really tight. Because of the thickness, unlike normal cardboard, which would really come away nice and easily, that is in there quite solid, so you have to then just sort of wiggle it out like such. Really enjoy those. They are a stunning piece of the set. These are the numbers that go around on the tiles. They're a bit of an odd colour, slightly sort of yellowy, transparenty. I think that's so you can kind of still see the stuff below. Moving on, we've got the player pieces. So you've got a bag, so it's not there loose in this, even though there is the top to hold it on. They come in a plastic bag. So you've got your blues, your oranges, your reds, and your, I'm going to say beige, because it's not really a white colour, but a white piece. And then you've got your dice. These are nicely hexagon pipped, but they are otherwise... oh, and they've got Catan logo on the one. The ones in the 25th anniversary edition, where they had sort of like almost like a gold sparkle through them. Not quite like a marbling, but that sort of thing. These don't. But they do have hexagon pips, which is quite cool. We've got the robbers, robbers. There's 3 of them, and one of them seems to be clutching a sheep because he's already stolen that. That's an interesting piece. And then you have card trays, which I think these are quite handy. You know, just to put all your cards. For your resources. The only problem with these, I find, is I always want 6 like this on each side of the table, because otherwise you end up putting one of these at one end of the table and one of these at the other, and then it's still a case of, oh, I need one of those resources. Anyway, that is what's in the box of Catan 3D edition. So a stunning production, as expected, with like the price tag and, you know, the previous versions of this. It's a really nice addition. Check back for the review. I'll be filming that later on once this has hit the table and such. Until then, thanks for watching, stay subscribed, all that jazz. See you later.